There are way more vital attributes to consider in a man aside from how many zeros in his account, how good he sweet talks, which I know that is driving you crazy. And on this video, you will know 7 important attributes that a man should have before you say yes to him. At least if you see yourself as a high-value woman who deserves the best from her relationship. Hello beautiful woman or my fine gentleman watching me right now. You're welcome back to my channel, Goddess Living with Janet Michael. Your one-stop point to everything romance, health and overall well-being to bringing out that goddess in you. When we are done, you will know if to say yes to him or if you should drop him, because if he doesn't have all these that I'm going to talk about here on this video, then you are definitely going to suffer in that relationship. You literally might be crying in a Ferrari because I'm about to spill the beans. So now wasting time, let's see the first and important factor to consider, which happen to be commitment. Bear in mind that I have 6 other factors of consideration, but if that man is a commitment phobe, I'm sorry, you have to get off here. Why? Because a man can have all it takes, he can be your spec, but when he's not ready to committing with you, then you have to make a U-turn there to avoid getting your emotions messed up. A man who is ready to committing to a lady is mostly intentional about his actions and is aware of himself whenever he's with you. He knows that he's ready to settle down, and so no playing around. No, he's going to be serious with you. He's going to be serious with whatever that he's doing with you and whatever that he tells you that he wants. He won't be the one asking where your relationship is driving to. He wouldn't send you mixed signals. No off and on situations, no cat and mouse game. So if your man is ready to committing with you, he will give you assurance and he will stand by it. You would know deep down within you that with his actions, his energy and his words that, oh yes, this man wants and ready to get down forever with me. It's as easy as that. Trust me, I'm doing these factors on a hierarchical structure, compiling and discussing them in the appropriate order. So be in your best interest that you stay to the end of this video, and I promise you that you're not gonna regret it. If he's ready to committing with you, then we'll talk about compatibility. This entails him sharing same life values and common goals with you. Questions like, does he agree with you on something? Does he vibe to your frequency? Does he see things the way you see it? Does he complement the missing part in you? It's just like finding your missing ring. Compatibility means when you and him work so well together because you both match and fit so nicely. It's just like a puzzle pieces that go perfectly together. Now I have to ask you, do you have and share similar interests and values with that fine young man that is making your heart beat? Because I wouldn't want you both arguing if dinner should be beef or veggies. Yeah, you heard me right, because incompatibility can get as petty as that. So find out for yourself if you both are compatible. Now the third factor of consideration is emotional stability. Girl, I'm sure you don't want to end up with a sissy in a trouser who is going to throw tantrums on little things that has no weight. That's why you need to know if he's emotionally stable. Can he handle his emotions so well and not allow it to run over him? He's a man, and so there's a lot of characters that would be so petty for him to exhibit in that relationship, and I know that it will piss you off if he does. An emotionally stable man will not act insecure towards you. He's not going to give you that toxic jealousy. He's going to let you be you. He's going to tell you not to be afraid to shine, because he's not going to dim your light with the notion of protecting you from assumed wolf pack. Now, an emotionally stable man will trust and know that you're not going to cheat on him, even if you will. He's high on self-esteem. He's confident, and stability helps him give you that succor you need. This type of man has his stuffs in order. No nagging, no complaining, no overreacting, no obsession and all that. Make sure that he's emotionally stable, so someone would wake you up at night to ask you who you were with on that Friday in September. I know I've earned that soft from you, so why don't you hit on that subscribe button to push the ministry forward to its permanent site. Now, the fourth factor to consider is how romantically affectionate he is towards you. I talked about compatibility as the second factor if you have been paying attention. Now, this is where compatibility plays a crucial role. Compatibility also includes how well you and your partner connect on the romantic level. People have different love languages. When you are compatible, you both will agree on same ways of physically showing affection, which might include hugging, kissing, holding hands and all that. So I'm asking you now if you are okay, like, are you satisfied with his own love language? Is he hugging you right? Is he kissing you right? Holding you the way you really want to be held? This is what you should consider. If he's not doing right, sort things out with him. And if things are not working out, quit, unless you want to have a boring and stale relationship, because you're going to see him as your evangelist in the church. Healthy romantic life with a partner builds intimacy and fosters the feeling of being loved. Even though sex doesn't validate that, but it's a very important aspect of this union you are looking forward to building. Now, the fifth factor to consider is how independent this man is. You need an independent man. You don't need a man that you're going to have to boss around. You are not coming into his life to change his diaper, because if you do, you're definitely going to get bored of him very soon, because you will not be getting that excitement of being with a real man that radiates that masculine aura. Now listen, a responsible man and an independent man is someone who can take care of himself and his duties without needing a lot of help. He does what he needs to do, if it's work or if it's chores, without being told all the time. He also makes smart choices and takes care of his responsibilities, like paying the bills on time or keeping promises. When you get a responsible man, be sure to bask in your feminine world, because this man will not expect you to work clock hours to help us in the bills, even if you choose to do so. But this responsible man will still want to take that role, because he sees himself to be a man. Now you want a man who is matured enough to handle himself, right? Get you an independent man and a responsible man, so you won't have to babysit anyone. You are going into a relationship, not some nanny work. He should have himself figured out, because a relationship is not a place for fixing, and you are not signing up as a mental coach. So take that into your mind. The sixth must have attributes is honesty. We all know the importance of trust and its crucial role in a romantic relationship. You can only get this trust from no other man than an honest man. You need a man that you would trust. No secret, no cockroach hiding in the cupboard. You need a man that would come plain as he says he is. Everyone is flawed in one way or the other, and a healthy relationship entails loving yourself with your flaws, so far as the flaw falls into the boundary that you can accommodate. I hate surprises, so it's better you tell me upfront about anything that might make me question your loyalty to our relationship. And that's why you and I need an honest man who will be just as he say he is, no lies, no secrets, and to make the relationship secured and more enjoyable. Now here is the last but not the least, and that is, funny enough, sense of humor. Lady, if you know the power of a good laugh to your health and mental state, you wouldn't miss making sure that that man is capable of making you shine your 34. I hope I got the number right. What would it profit you to come back home to a man with a stone face that has no emotions on them? You further make life more difficult for you. Having a man with a sense of humor means that he's going to make you laugh and see the lighter side of life. You both will be able to share jokes, playfulness, and you will be able to find amusement in everyday situation. Now, this attribute in him will create and make both of you happier and more connected. So make sure that man has a sense of humor in him. So far, we have seen the importance of being with a man who is ready to committing with you, and when he's committed with you, we have also seen the need for compatibility. And when you guys are compatible, we have also seen the need that your man should be emotionally stable. We have also talked about romantically affectionate, and that leads us to the importance of having a man who is responsible and independent, who also needs to be honest in his dealings. And then finally, we have seen the need to having a man with a good sense of humor. We have come to the end of today's video, and I am very sure that you learned so many things to put into work in your romance game, so as not to cry in the Bugatti because you failed to consider most things before going in. All the tips here, when applied correctly, will help you stay on top of your game. It's nice being with you today on this video, but before I go, remember to hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like and write your suggestions in the comment section below. Alright, if you have done that, then see you next time.